If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Monday, October 29th, 2012. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. Notre Dame's Frank Dyer finished fourth in the 200 freestyle at the 2012 NCAA Championships, the highest placing for a Notre Dame male swimmer in the program's history. Dyer is now a junior at Notre Dame, and he joins us right now in the Finis Monitor. Frank, welcome to the show. How are you today?
Doing pretty well. How about yourself?
Doing well, thanks. Thanks for joining us. So you're the first All-American swimmer at Notre Dame, at least on the men's side. How does it feel to be attached to that distinction?
I think it just comes with the school that I go to. Notre Dame has such a rich history of excellence in sports and just football, basketball, what other sport it may be, and I just think it's really cool to be the first one for the swimming and diving aspect, at least on the male side, like you said. So,
when you came back from NCAAs, getting fourth in that 200 free, was there any kind of celebration going on at the school? I mean, did the athletic department kind of do anything that would kind of rival what they do when Notre Dame football wins?
Football kind of takes priority over swimming, but one thing we do have every year at the end of the year is called this Oscars program, which basically celebrates all the student athletes here at Notre Dame. And our MC, which is named is Keith Embray, he's one of the directors here for the Student Welfare and Development Program. He basically gave me a little shout out. We had all the student athletes in the room, and he said, "Where's Frank Dyer?" And I stood up, and he gave me a little props for being the first All-American on the men's side. So that was pretty cool. That made me feel really awesome. So
probably got chills in that room.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So you dropped 2 seconds in getting that fourth place in your 200 freestyle from your freshman to sophomore year. I mean, what happened in that year to make you drop so much time?
I think I really kind of found a place on this team. I came in my freshman year, and we had a lot of really good guys older than me, and a lot of strong leadership on the team. And my first year was kind of getting my foot in the door and seeing where it could take me. My second year, I really felt like I found my place on the team and developed my own leadership role and found out where I could excel and do a lot better in. And that definitely brought me through my second year, especially coming off such a fantastic freshman year. And I just thought that positive energy from my first year definitely brought it over into the second year, where I definitely thought I could succeed a lot more.
Was it kind of just this mental breakthrough between your freshman and sophomore year? You just kind of said, look, I actually feel like I'm a part of this and I'm going to step up now?
Yeah, I definitely knew that after my freshman year, I exceeded the expectations that I had set for myself. Maybe not for my coaches, but definitely for myself. I felt like my freshman year was just kind of a test drive to where I could go in the collegiate athletics, and going into my second year, I felt like I could just do so much more than I had done. And I'm a big fan of positive energy, like you said. I think it was just a mental thing that I just kind of had to sit myself down and say, I've had so much success in my freshman year, and it has to continue on into my sophomore and hopefully into my junior and senior year as well. So,
tell me what it was like to be in that A final of that 200 freestyle NCAAs.
That was pretty cool. I mean, especially my freshman year at the meet, as you know, Cal won its first national championship, and the atmosphere at the first meet out in Minnesota was just unbelievable. I mean, like, they had double the size of half of the crowd was half of Cal's alumni. So then going into my sophomore year, I knew that meet, the atmosphere would just be so amazing and intense, and I had Daxdale next to me from Texas, and USC guy and Louisville guy, a lot of big schools in there, and this was the first time Notre Dame would be in an A final. And I just knew that I had to represent my school well, and it was a really incredible feeling. I was going in second, I got fourth, but it was still I was so proud of the accomplishments that I had done and what I had done for Notre Dame. So it was really awesome.
Knowing that you had these big schools representing these lanes next to you, was there a little bit of butterflies in your stomach, like, do I actually belong in this, or did you kind of feed off that?
All year I think my 200 time had been on collegiateswimming.com that I was up there third, second, fourth, or whatever, and I don't look at those, but a lot of my teammates and my coaches do, and saw that I had been in the mix for a little while, and I think going into that meet I kind of had a little something in me that I knew that I really was capable of swimming at that meet with those guys, and just because this was the first time that Notre Dame had been in that final heat doesn't mean that I didn't belong there, not at all. And I felt that even though these were big schools, I mean, just the powerhouse swimming schools you hear of, Notre Dame may not be one of them, but we're definitely trying to get there. And that meet was, I think, the first step in the right direction for that.
I would say so. Now, Tim Welsh has been leading this program at Notre Dame for many years. What was it about him as a coach that made you feel like he was the right fit for you?
When I was looking at schools, I really valued the coaches. When I came out, actually, I met Tim. It was December of my senior year out at Ohio State, the Junior Nationals. And Tim spoke with my parents before he spoke to me, obviously, because he had to wait until the last one of my races. And I remember speaking with Tim, and he had so much experience about the sport and so much knowledge that I had never really seen in a coach before until I met him. And I really saw he was so passionate about Notre Dame swimming and where he's led the program. And I think my freshman year they had just come off a win in 2009 in Big East, and he was really passionate about where where he wanted Notre Dame to go and where he thought I could take it. And he instilled that in me the moment I met him, and I was fortunate to go out on a trip in January, and eventually I just fell in love with the school, and definitely know that it's the right fit for me. Based off that first meeting with Tim, I thought.
Well, even though you are kind of the top name in the Notre Dame swimming program right now, you're not the only name. How does the team look this season?
Actually, we have every single one of our scoring swimmers from the Big East meet last year returning. So we have a very strong senior class, a very strong junior class, and a very strong sophomore class. We brought in, I think it's about 8 or 9 freshmen. That I really think that we are better than last year already, time-wise, and our coaches have instilled in us over and over again that we won last year, we won the Big East, but that doesn't mean we're going to win it again. We've got a lot more hard work to put into it, but we do know that the talent we had last year is here, and it's just a matter of how we're going to be able to tap into that talent and how we're going to be able to drive ourselves to succeed through this season. So.
You think we might see somebody else scoring at the NCAAs besides you?
Oh, that's absolutely true. We're having currently we just had our fall break last week, and we are talking about goal meetings and goal setting. And this year it's a little bit different. For the past years, I think for me it's been individual and time wise, and now it's time to kind of talk about relays, and especially with the changes in the NCAA selection process, we feel that we definitely will have some more guys get there, and hopefully with the improvements that we will make this year, we'll definitely have some more guys score. So
now at the NCAAs, your 200 was better than your 500, but at Olympic trials, your 400 was better than your 200. So which would you say is your better event?
You know, it's funny. People ask me that, and I say that I know how to swim 8 lengths of a pool. I just know how to do 8 lengths. So obviously the 200-yard freestyle is 8 lengths, and the 400-meter freestyle is 8 lengths. And it's funny because at different times I have a better race. My freshman year it was all about the 500. Last year it was all about the 200. And this year I'm really thinking about trying to guide both of those into where they should be equally as good. And I think that comes with a lot of kind of mental training that I think I just had a really spectacular year with my 200 last year, and that was me thinking that I was going to continue that success with the 200. But I know that I'm also I have a lot of success in the 500 as well. So this year I think we'll have to be kind of finding that balance between the 200 and the 500, and hopefully improving equally upon both. So. Well,
just think of your 500 as 2 8-length chunks and then an extra 100 at the end.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
I saw that you were a member of your chorus in high school. Are you still musically involved in Notre Dame?
Yeah, actually, well, yeah, when I was in high school, I was in a select chorus with actually like 11 of my best friends were in that group with me. And my freshman year, I didn't do anything. I just kind of stuck to swimming. But last year, one of the women's team members, Kelly Ryan, who also swam at the NCAAs for Notre Dame, convinced me to join an a cappella group on campus called Halftime. And we performed, we practiced twice a week, and it's something that I really value because it's not swimming and it's not school, and it's definitely taken my mind off of those two things where I can relax and enjoy myself. And it's something that I've really enjoyed in the past, and I'm really glad that I've taken that opportunity to do it here at Notre Dame. So,
well, I'm just going to put you on the spot to end the show here if you want to kind of take us off with singing a little bit of a tune. We've had a lot of musical talent on the show, and we could add you to that list.
You really want me to sing something?
If you want. I'm not going to pressure you to do so.
Okay, I'm going to say that I'm not going to, but I will tell you who I am a really big fan of. I in my group, I sing the song "Everything" by Michael Bublé, and a lot of my friends know that I'm a huge fan of Michael Bublé, and he's I like singing his music. I like Frank Sinatra. I like the songs that he does by Frank, and so that's one of my big fans. I'm not going to sing because the connection is probably bad, and I wouldn't want to sound too terrible. So I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Well, it whets our appetite. Maybe we'll have you back on the show when you're a little more prepared. And
oh yeah,
we'd love to hear Frank Dyer singing for us on the Morning Swim Show sometime.
Okay.
All right, Frank, thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations on the past success, and we look forward to all your future success.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
No problem. And that's Frank Dyer joining us on the Morning Swim Show today. We'll have him back to sing for us. And that's going to do it for today's Morning Swim Show. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.